What is your overall recommendation in order to, I guess, avoid getting corruption?
Well, that's a little bit the way you asked the question, to avoid getting corruption. Well, there's no way to truly avoid getting corruption. The question is, how prepared will you be when it happens? Now, you can go and buy the best hardware and have the most redundant power and the best disks and the best support and whatever, and you still may come across a case where you end up with corruption. So my recommendation is, don't pretend that you're not going to get corruption. Be prepared for when you do get hit with corruption, starting with frequent backups, full logs and diffs, frequent CHECKDB, daily or twice daily, or even more frequently if possible. Get help early. If you go to Google and you find things like repair allowed data loss, don't do that, because that might reduce your options for repair. Turn on alerts for SQL Server failures, specifically severity 22, 23, 24, and 25, as well as errors 823, 824, and 825. And that last three, errors 823, 824, and 825, those will be the most kind of indicative that if you see those, that's like you're on the Titanic and you just hit an iceberg. You better stand up and pay attention and figure out what you're going to do to fix those right away. Otherwise, you're going to sink. Take these very seriously and run CHECKDB as soon as possible to find out if your database is okay after seeing those kind of errors, and make sure your backups are good when you see those as well. So the other final thing I want to say on that, as far as overall recommendations, ask for help early. I mentioned our free 30-minute assessment or consult. Reach out to us. And even if you call me after hours and say, I've got a corrupt database, I need help with it, I'll figure out what's the soonest time we can get that 30-minute analysis in to figure out what your options are. And a couple of times we've actually completely fixed the corruption in that 30 minutes. So the sooner you get us involved, the more options you have for recovery.
Yeah.